Snow the product is in the hood. First off, welcome to the neighborhood, my love.
Thank you.
We're just talking right now. She was like, Big, I'm not a morning person. I was like, yeah, neither am I. Yeah, but you got up and you came in.
Yeah, we're here.
I heard that. The grind continues for you though, Snow, huh?
Yeah, like a Mexican.
Yeah, hello. It's been a long, you know how people say, man, overnight success. It's been a long ass night for you, huh?
Yeah, it's nighttime. It's a night owl.
And I'm just talking about just career wise.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It seemed like the grind, because I've been hearing Snow the product for years on top of years, and you never slowed down. You know what?
Even when I slowed down, I was still working.
Yeah, well, your slow down look like a hurry up to somebody else though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what is that fire? Was that something that was innate, that you were born with? The hustle?
Yeah, I think so. And also just honestly in my culture, like I'm actually very traditional Mexican. So it's like we're raised like you better get up. You better do something around the house. Like you're not just gonna be sitting here on the couch. So I always just kind of prepared myself to work hard at whatever I was gonna do. It just so happened to be music. So.
I tell people the same thing. I'm like, man, if people think I'm cool in radio, I was like, man, I would have been the best janitor. I would have been the best, like, you know what I'm saying?
Because, exactly.
Because I get in to fit in and make my own room.
Yeah.
What about just the music business? What got you into I love this thing called hip hop, because I know we're all rooted in first any kind of music. You gotta love music first. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? What was that first initial introduction to music before we get into introduction to hip hop?
I got a few CDs from one of my friends, and it just so happened to be like amazing CDs. It was Big Pun, Lauryn Hill. I did get a Lil Kim CD.
Hello.
Biggie, and some mixtapes with like Pac and stuff. So it's like my music that I first heard was so amazing, and I already came from music background, like my dad sang mariachi, so just kind of turning both of those things into one and into a career.
Is your dad, is he still with us today?
Well, he's with someone. I don't know where he's at. He ain't with us.
You and I both. You know what I'm saying? You and I both. The things we have in common, yeah. But you do know your dad though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you got me then.
I met him.
Yeah, you got me then, because Ide's always begging for mariachi. I was just gonna say, could we hire him to come in and do something?
Yes.
So when you get the bug of hip hop, do you take that and just first you're a fan first?
Yeah.
Snow the product. When do you start saying I can do this?
Well, I had this boyfriend that was like kind of not that good at rapping, but he was like really cocky, and I was like, please.
Battle of the sexes.
So it really became like everybody was hyping me up, and I was like, all right, I bet I could spit some. And I guess when I started writing and just spitting, like they really were like, you're not just regular good. They're like, you're not good for a girl. Like you're actually good. And I was like, thanks, I guess. And it just kind of
Did
happened.
your ex know that you were starting to fade him?
Yeah, he was salty. Yeah,
of course he would be.
Yeah, I think to this day, I think every time that he just
has he ever come to a show and threw something at you? Cause I go to your show and throw something at you though. So.
He probably would. He probably is that bad.
Or when you on stage after you with my arms folded, like, man, has he did one of those?
He can't afford to come to my show.
Hello. Oh, damn. Tell us how you really feel. Is he one of those? You know how we're all responsible. Somebody's always responsible for your success. That has nothing to do with your success.
I told that.
Is he one of those?
You. There's a few. Yeah. There's a few people out there that are like, they even say that they've written for me and all kind. I'm like, you should have wrote for yourself.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? If you wrote this fire, can you imagine? First off, I gotta ask, what's the relationship here? How did y'all meet?
So a friend of mine actually used to work with Snow, and when I found out she was working with her, because I first saw Snow on a BET Cypher, I believe, like back in 2014, if I was right.
I remember that one
I stepped away. I think it was after like Vic Mensa, I think. Yeah. And I stepped away to wash my dishes, and I just heard somebody go off, just snap, and I'm like, who is that? And I ran back, and it was Snow. So when I found out my friend was working with her, I was like, no way, please tell her I love her. She's so dope. And that's how I got to know Snow.
Yeah. Go ahead now. And are you upset that she stalked you down like that, Snow? Because keep it real, thing. Snow. She's like low key stalker on you though, right?
No, she's amazing.
Look at me, for real.
You can tell them the truth.
No.
Okay.
And she's so pretty. Like I like hanging out with her because she's just got all the, And
you definitely need your eyes checked. But we'll talk about that later. Go ahead now.
I want to know why stay woke? Why trademarking woke?
What the heck was that?
Yeah.
What in the sentence?
Because you got to think, at 2017, 2018, everybody's on stay woke.
Yeah.
But years ago, you was already on it
way before a lot of people were.
Yeah. 2011, 2010, 2011. And yeah, so we have a clothing line called Woke. And that's where it came from. I didn't trademark the phrase and said nobody can use it. The thing is, just like Supreme or any other brand, I had a clothing line. I have it. I own it as far as being on clothing and merchandise. Actually, BET owns it for TV. Like different people, the way trademark works, because before I get attacked, so I have a clothing line called that. And it just so happened to now be popular. And that has come with good and bad.
Really though? What's been good about it?
I mean, obviously good. I have a clothing line which everybody just kind of, is late on the train with. But the bad obviously is everybody thinks I'm the evil person that did that.
But I didn't. What's crazy about that, Snow, is that if it was there for everybody. You know what I'm saying? But I've never seen you beat your chest where you're like, I own it. I trademarked it. Yeah. If anything, it's us asking you about it.
Yeah.
As opposed to you just coming out and say it. It's almost like you don't want people to know.
Well, it's like, right now particularly, I mean, there's definitely some collaborations and things that are happening in the background. But I mean, culturally, I've always been a person like very much about culture. So to me, it's like I understand what the word means and what it can be. I don't necessarily agree with the definitions that a lot of people are using with it, because I think that people are using it more as like, I'm more woke than you, and this woke this. And it kind of is, it's kind of become real corny the way that a lot of people are using it. So yeah, that's also been to the detriment, I think, of the brand. So I don't know.
What does it mean to you though?
To me, well, when we did it, like camarón que se duerme se lo lleva la corriente. Right. That type of, sorry, I just got real Mexican.
Do your thing.
But I had a website called Wakey Game Up in 2007. Yeah. So I'd be like, Wakey Game Up, like I was promoting my music and I was selling CDs and I was just like, you sleeping on me. They kind of, was that. And then it was like, oh, I'm woke, or like, oh, you woke, you got this and that. And then it kind of started developing into this way that I do business and the way that my whole crew does business. And it just really was about, be awake to your opportunity. Like you need to wake up, like do stuff. Like I was saying earlier about working. Mexicans, that's what we do, So it was kind of more about that, like, and taking advantage of the opportunity that you have in front of you, and especially in this country. And but it's kind of more like, stay woke, they're gonna take advantage of you, and it became very victimizing that I'm not with it.
Snow the Product is in the neighborhood. Have you done your In My Feelings challenge yet?
No.
Oh, too busy.
I was actually in my feelings when the song came out.
Yeah. Hey man, like that's one of those we were saying, like, man, that record is everywhere.
Yeah.
That record is everywhere. But it's not gonna be in this interview anymore. We got Snow the Product in the neighborhood. And Snow, we were just talking about just where the climate of the world right now. We knew that things weren't great. But now it seemed like it's gotten where people are really coming out the woodworks with what they feel like they can say, how rights are being taken away. Where are you right now with the climate of what's going on? As far as that, let's go with the Trump era.
What can you really say at this point? I think I've for all of my career, actually, I've been representing this. Before it was like a buzzword, or before it was, kind of a trending topic or something to, before a Trump, I was doing this. So it's like at this point now, I'm just so distraught, but at the same time, it's like finally, I guess, at least it's become a conversation, because before I remember speaking on it and a lot of people were like, is that even a thing? And it's like, now it's like, oh, it's very much a thing, and it's in front of everybody, and it is very, it's depressing to know, that somebody can become the president and the leader of the free world, literally talking bad about like my people, so it's like, what
did you think that he was going to win? But you travel throughout the country, and I'm talking about like tires to the road. So you see what a lot of people don't see, because a lot of people, especially like in LA or California, like, no, we all get together. But you've been places where it's like, no, we don't.
Yes, very much. Yeah, on the road, like, we truck stops, all kinds of places where you're just like, you walk in and they're just like.
Have you ever been like really scared?
Not scared. I mean, I travel with my crew, so it's like, it's gonna be problems. But no, I definitely have felt the racism though. Like you go down south, some small places, you're just like, what?
Yeah.
But we start speaking Spanish and like annoy people on purpose.
Turning on even more so.
Yeah.
What are you gonna be doing before the next election to either get more involved or trying to spread any kind of word to make sure that Donald Trump doesn't get elected?
I was speaking on it before, like this last one, like I was literally like, I was involved with Voto Latino, like I was doing all these things. But I gotta be honest, I made a song that was kind of a joke about Donald Trump because of how much I didn't want to be that person that was like F Donald Trump, you know, whatever. So I kind of made it kind of a joke, and that's the one thing that I am like, oh my God, I really didn't think he was gonna win.
Yeah, man.
Like that's why it was kind of funny, but I would have kind of maybe gone a lot harder because I was like, what, he really won? Have
you gotten into dialogue with anyone that voted for him that you're like, I'm
my ex-husband?
Yeah. Is that why he ex? No,
you've gotten into it.
Oh yeah,
we've gotten it. Like it's been literally, of course.
Your ex-husband voted for Donald Trump?
Yes.
Wow.
And
did you know he was going in to vote for Donald Trump, or it was like one of them things that got revealed to you?
It got revealed to me, and once it was almost like once he came out of the Donald Trump closet, it just
you saw it.
He came out. He was out here.
Damn.
I mean, yeah,
he's like a hardcore like Donald Trump supporter. Like he stands by it.
Is he Mexican?
He's Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican?
Why?
Damn.
How do you feel about Latinos that are Donald Trump supporters, like your ex-husband?
I you know what? I feel like that's the problem with Latinos. A lot of times the reason we don't come up is because everybody segregates themselves. So it's like maybe like somebody who's Puerto Rican or somebody who's like who hasn't necessarily have the immigration issues is just like that's not me, that's y'all. And it's like at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like if we're at a hotel and they think we work here, like we look the same to a lot of people, you know? So it's like one of those we should be together, but some people are on some, it's not me, it's your people. And
it's so unfortunate because they say like, you know, if you don't stand up for someone that's being attacked, you don't know when the next time is that they're going to come for you. And no one's going to stand up for you because you weren't willing to stand up for other people.
And a lot of people are like, it's not me, it's not my neighborhood, it doesn't concern me. But yeah, it does, because 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, we knew that things were trending. And we, you know, people of color, we know, you know what I'm saying? But to be where we are right now, oh man, it's like they rewound the clock on us. You know, and I do want to talk because Natalia, you love Hamilton.
I do. And
I would like for you to go ahead and bring up just the whole Lin-Manuel and
because you were a part of the immigrant song "We Get the Job Done," and it was such a powerful song. And the way you guys flipped the song from the Broadway musical and made it this statement. How did Lin-Manuel reach out to you? How did you get involved?
Yeah. So my boy Riggs and him, they were working on this song, and it was literally kind of like show and prove type thing. So they were like, we have this idea, do you want to try it out? And it was just the blank beat. Like I was the first verse. So they just sent it to me, and all it said was immigrants, we get the job done. And they're like, you know, do your thing, and if we like it, you know, we're gonna keep it. And when I did it, I remember I have the video of like Lin-Manuel reacting. He's like, I'm gonna film him when he hears you. And then he heard me, and Lin was just like he had never heard of me. Right away, he like DM'd me. He's like, yo, you don't know me, but you're going to be, you know, amazing and all this stuff. So it was crazy. Like that was the greatest opportunity. And honestly, he's a really good guy.
He's amazing.
Such a good guy. So.
Anything in the future of ever, because like I would love to see you on stage with something that he's created. I don't know if you've ever wanted to do Broadway or something like that, but have you ever thought of it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm acting on
Queen of
Style.
Yeah.
So
I think you all bad over there.
Yeah, look at her.
I knew she was gonna bring that up. Yeah, she's like slash.
Well, that's what it's like, not so far off already having acting and then just jumping to the stage.
Yeah, no, I would love that. Thank you for putting that in the air.
Yeah, into the atmosphere.
You know, he always listens. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he does, but it always sounds good when you say that. You know what I'm saying? When you say like, man, Barack, if you're in town, shout out to you. You know what I'm saying?
When it comes to Latinos and hip hop, do you feel like we don't get enough credit?
Yes, I do.
And that was Snow the Product. Oh, okay.
And that's it. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, guys. No, I mean, look at Pun. I feel like he's one of the most underrated rappers. Like Big Pun was amazing. You know, so yeah, I do. And I don't know why that is.
Has it been harder for you, being that you are Latina and a female MC in this industry?
Yes, look at me. I'm like, you know, like you're saying, you know, as much as I tour and I'm constantly like about the fans and I'm doing all this stuff, like I do feel like I've been snubbed for a lot of different things.
It's almost like the twice as hard for everything.
Right.
I got to work twice as hard. I got to be twice as hard lyrically. I got to tour twice as hard, you know? And it's not like you always know you're always proving yourself, but it's always like, okay, oh, you rap? Oh, okay. It's almost like people come with folded arms. Yeah, spit something.
Give me your hardest bars. And I'm just like, but there's all these rappers that like are like trap. I like that stuff, but it's like if they're like, well, I don't want to spit. Everybody's like, oh, all right, cool, no problem. But like for me, it's like, well, if you can rap, then you better spit
arms crossed already.
And juggle because you know what I'm saying.
And
it's
spin
just
this bottle on your head.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I feel like at this point, people know I can rap. Like I don't think that's up for question. I think now the thing is like, you know, stuff like that. You know, like this is a huge opportunity for me. And thank you guys, by the way.
My pleasure.
So, you know, like I think what it is now is just kind of getting it out there. But other than that, like the rapping and the hard working and the meeting the fans and doing all that, that's what I'm about.
Has your fan base been even more supportive, you know, because now it's moving along even more so. And sometimes we want to hold people to ourselves like, oh, you know, don't get too popular. Don't blow up too much. Have they been supportive and seeing the journey?
I feel like I went through that hump where people were like, I hope you don't, you know, because we want you. But then I think now after how many years and how much stuff they've seen me go through.
And it ain't changed for you.
At this point, literally so many of them. And it almost makes me sad how much they do that because they're just like, we just want you to win so bad and all this. And I'm just like, like I feel bad like that I haven't won yet for y'all. Like, you know, sometimes it does feel like I wish I could have done this faster so you could see the, you know, but at the same time, it has become such a close-knit thing that on tour, I see some of the same faces and they literally like take care of me. They literally, you know, give me care packages and stuff and they're like,
you ever stayed at someone's house like early on?
No.
Well, you got to do it on the next one.
No.
All right,
You gotta get closer.
Next time you come back, when I ask you, you're going to be like, Big, yeah, I did. It was crazy. Go ahead,
So, what can your fans look forward to in this upcoming year? You're touring right now, but
a lot of stuff I think in the back end is gonna start changing. I think I'm gonna be releasing a lot more music. I definitely am gonna be putting on the artists that I've been touring with. I have a lot more stuff that I think will finally come out of the Pro Tools sessions, and I think a lot of the red tape that's been around my career will, I think, be removed, and I will be able to be free.
All righty, Snow the Product in the neighborhood, man. Now Friday night, Observatory.
Friday night at the Observatory.
Okay, and Saturday
at the Fonda Theater.
All
you guys
righty.
have to go, man. It is a scene. It's a movie. It is honestly like a really,
Are
really
you going to be there
exciting
live or is it a movie?
Just
playing, ladies and gentlemen.
Really
We're
does feel like that,
playing
man.
out Hamilton on stage.
Wouldn't that be dope as hell? Like, Snow the Product is Hamilton.
I feel like right now she's like level 1 Snow. Like she goes off. Like literally, it's a really good time.
I'm
I really
so
enjoy
tense
being
for
there.
not trying to not cuss that honestly I'm just
But
sitting
let me-
here like
let me
this.
tell
I'm
you,
like,
There's piñatas.
we want you to-
piñatas, there's mariachi, there's
Tequila.
pandas, there's my mom, there's tequila,
Yes.
there's
crowd surfing. I did that. It was
You got to come
scary.
back to the neighborhood, man, because I really want to sit down and I want to
Yes.
do it all to where when you walk out of here, you can be like, dude, that was long, and I was ready to get out of here. You know, but Snow the Product, I definitely want to thank you for coming into the neighborhood. You
Thank
got up
you.
early. You came in to hang out with us, man. I've been a fan first before we had a chance to really say what's happening. And as far as champion and keeping your name in the neighborhood and throughout this station, it has been I Day.
no, of course.
Yeah,
I
man.
the best.
Yeah. Take her with you, please.
Yeah, no, I'm taking it right now.
Good Lord, yeah. Thank you so much. Snow the Product and I
I'm
Day,
leaving.
the tour.
Thank you.
Yeah.